the dark, and then we'll go.
We'll never surrender.
Skin boots on a Saturday night.
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Black Ops 3 Zombies video. And in today's video we're going to be going over every single piece of evidence that we have that points towards us possibly seeing a Moon remake / remaster for Black Ops 3 Zombies during the course of 2017, because obviously we recently got the live stream from Treyarch in which they did tease that they're going to be supporting Black Ops 3 Zombies throughout the course of 2017, and that has led some people to speculate that we may indeed be seeing a DLC 5 or just new maps in general for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now I'm going to leave a video which will be linked down in this video's description, and in that video I discuss every single piece of evidence that we have. It's 25 minutes long, so it's a very long one, but it goes over every single piece of evidence that we have in terms of us seeing more maps coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies during 2017, aka a DLC 5. It is definitely the best video to watch if you are unsure about a DLC 5, because it goes over every single piece of evidence, and after watching that video you will indeed be a lot more convinced. So yeah, in today's video we're going to be going over every single piece of evidence that points towards a Moon remake. Now I just want to say that before I go any further within this video, that none of this video is proof, none of this video is fact. This is only evidence, this is only speculation backed up with extremely solid knowledge and evidence provided by Treyarch. By no means is this video fact, just like the DLC 5 evidence video, and by no means is any of that fact as well. You can take all of this with your own opinions and your own 2 cents. You can look at all of the evidence that I provide within this video and then you can come up with your own judgment and your own theory. But even if you think this may seem likely to happen, do not get hyped, because I don't want to create false hype within this video, as this is not fact, and I want to reiterate that heavily. Obviously within the video where I go over all of the evidence in regards to a DLC 5, it makes it seem very probable, but as I said within that video, I don't want to create false hype because it may not indeed come out. We may not indeed see more maps coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies during 2017. We may not see a DLC 5 at all. This is only evidence, not proof. Now obviously if we were to see more maps coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies during 2015, I'm saying this hypothetically, if we were to see it based on the evidence in the video linked down in this video's description, which I would definitely recommend watching before watching this video. Well, hypothetically speaking, if they were to release more maps, aka a DLC 5, I think they're more than likely to release remakes / remasters as opposed to a brand new Zombies map. And my reason for saying this is because obviously Treyarch are working on their next Call of Duty title, and it is much easier for them to remake / remaster maps as opposed to making a brand new map when they're tight on time when they're working on the next title. And all I'm saying is that if they were to remake maps during 2017, I think Moon is the map which has the highest chance and the highest probability to be remade, based on all of the evidence which I will be discussing within today's video. Again, it's got the highest chance, but it's definitely not confirmed by any means. Now, due to all of the evidence that I'm going to be providing within today's video, I think it's pretty safe to say that we will be seeing a Moon remake at some point. However, it may not be within Black Ops 3 Zombies. We may not see a Moon remake within the course of 2017. Instead, we may see it within the next Treyarch title, just like we saw the Deriz remake as the Giant, as the bonus map for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Maybe Moon will be remade in the next Treyarch title, whatever it may be, Black Ops 4, World at War 2, we don't know what they're working on next, but it might not be remade within Black Ops 3 Zombies, it could be remade in the next game. But regardless, I'm going to be going over all of the evidence, and if you do go on to enjoy this video, a like on this video would be very much appreciated. Let's try and go for 1,000 likes as well. Subscribe to the channel if you've never seen my content before and you don't want to miss out on any future Black Ops 3 Zombies as well as Infinite Warfare Zombies content here on the channel. With that all out of the way, let's get into the evidence that points towards us seeing a Moon remake during the course of 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Again, evidence, not facts. Now, a Moon remake has been speculated for the last 2 years or so, and obviously with all the recent evidence pointing towards a DLC 5 after the recent livestream in which Treyarch did tease that they're going to continue supporting Black Ops 3 Zombies throughout the course of 2017, obviously they're going to be updating Black Ops 3 Zombies with new modes, new features, such as the fact that they just added Newton's cookbook, and they're going to be doing that throughout the course of 2017. But obviously if you've seen my video which goes over all the DLC 5 evidence, you may indeed be pretty convinced at this point we could be seeing a DLC 5 reiteration on could, not definitely. Well, the biggest piece of evidence that points towards a Moon remake, well, the speculation started arising because before Black Ops 3 came out, Treyarch released this teaser trailer in which there was a recap trailer from Nagda Untoten to Origins, and within this trailer what they decided to do is they sneakily hid a brand new Moon loading screen within this trailer. Now this brand new Moon loading screen is very different from the original Moon loading screen, and definitely hints that we will be seeing a Moon remake within the future, because why would Treyarch give us a brand new Moon loading screen if they're not going to give us a brand new map? What on earth is this new loading screen for? It would make no sense if we weren't to see a remake, which is, as I said, we could be seeing it within 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies, or we could be seeing it within the next Treyarch title. Now within the brand new Moon loading screen there are a lot of very noticeable differences. Most of them are minute and most of them are small, but the biggest difference is that the image on the right has actually changed from the original image which was on the original Moon map, and it's now changed to an image of Samantha holding a teddy bear within Shangri-La, which is very interesting indeed. And within this image it's very peculiar, because why on earth is Samantha within Shangri-La? We don't really know. We're probably going to find out during the course of the next Treyarch title or something like that, but it's a huge storyline aspect which we just don't understand at the moment, because Samantha hasn't really been involved within the Black Ops 3 Zombies storyline. Now another big thing to notice about the fact that Samantha is now within Shangri-La within the new Moon loading screen is that the Shangri-La loading screen skyline matches the Moon loading screen skyline perfectly, which is huge. Why on earth does the Shangri-La skyline match the Moon skyline perfectly? This makes no sense and is one of Black Ops 3 Zombies' best hidden secrets, and we still don't know what it means at this moment in time. Now the easy assumption to make is that Shangri-La is indeed set on the Moon, because we know that Shangri-La is supposedly holding Call of Duty's biggest hidden, well-kept secret, but it doesn't make sense why Shangri-La is on the Moon, because that won't make any sense at all. Like, how on earth can our characters breathe when playing the map? It makes no sense. And how on earth are there plants there and stuff like that? So it really makes no sense why the skylines match perfectly, because the easy assumption to make is that Shangri-La is on the Moon because the skylines are identical to the Moon map, but again that makes no sense. The only other option I can think of is maybe Shangri-La were to displace onto the Moon, which we could be seeing in the future of the Call of Duty Zombies storyline. That is possibly something that could happen, but again that doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. It just makes no sense to me why the skylines are the same. Now in terms of the other differences, we can see that the astronaut is indeed now moving towards us on the loading screen, whereas on the old loading screen it was moving away from us. Now all of the other differences on the loading screen are very minute differences. They just have little differences. They're not too big, but it's definitely interesting indeed. I will be showcasing all of the differences in the background, but you don't really need to know precisely all of the differences, apart from the fact that the Moon loading screen has now been changed with that segment that has Samantha on in Shangri-La. That's the biggest thing to take note of, but you just need to know that they are different rather than why they are different. Now again, why on earth would Treyarch give us a new loading screen if they weren't to be giving us a remake within the future? I'm saying this right now, we will 100% will see a Moon remake within the future. Whether it's in Black Ops 3 Zombies or whether it's in the next Treyarch title, it's almost fact at this point, because they won't give us a new loading screen otherwise. And also in the DICE Summit of 2015, Treyarch hosted this presentation of which they sort of broke down how Zombies has evolved over the years from just this small little map, Nagda Untoten, to a massive blockbuster hit really, and they gave us a ton of teasers within that live stream towards Black Ops 3 Zombies and stuff like that. For example, they teased that Richtofen would indeed die on the Giants. Now what they also decided to do within this live stream is they sneakily hid a brand new DRE's loading screen within this presentation, and obviously as soon as we recognized that we had a brand new DRE's loading screen, a lot of people thought we were going to be seeing a DRE's remake within Black Ops 3 Zombies, and obviously that came into fruition because we saw a DRE's remake as the Giant, the bonus map for Black Ops 3 Zombies. So what I'm saying here is that Treyarch may be doing something similar here with the Moon loading screen, because they've given us a brand new Moon loading screen just like they gave us a brand new DRE's loading screen, so we may be seeing a Moon remake just like we saw a DRE's remake for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now it's just a case of whether it's in the next Treyarch title or whether it's released as some sort of bonus DLC during the course of 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now the next piece of evidence that we have that hints towards a Moon remake coming for Black Ops 3 Zombies in 2017 is the fact that within the multiplayer map Combine, there is in fact the blueprints of the wave gun, which is obviously the wonder weapon within Moon. Again, this hints that we'll be seeing the wave guns return in a Moon remake within the future. But not only that, within the Giants loading screen, there is once again the blueprints of the wave gun hidden within that loading screen, which once again hints even more to us seeing a Moon remake within the future for Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, another bit of evidence in regards to a Moon remake coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies is the fact that Treyarch tweeted out saying hugs, happy Valentine's Day quite a while ago, and then obviously showed an image of the Magua, and someone responded to this with an image saying I love you to the moon and back, which showed an image from Moon, and Treyarch responded to this, and bear in mind Treyarch don't really respond to many people on Twitter. They responded saying it's like you're in our minds or something. Again, this is just yet another teaser towards a Moon remake. Now, the next big piece of evidence, which almost confirms we will be seeing a Moon remake within the future, within the next Treyarch title or within 2017, is the fact that on the Giant, when Dempsey Pack-a-Punch is a weapon, sometimes he will say that the Pack-a-Punch has indeed been present on Brazil, and it's also been present on the Moon and some other locations like that. But if we remember back to Moon within the Resurrection map pack for Black Ops 1, the Pack-a-Punch was not present on the Moon. It was present within Earth on Area 51. It was not present within the actual Moon. Therefore, it suggests that if we were to see a remake of Moon, the Pack-a-Punch would instead be placed on the Moon as opposed to within Area 51. Now, some people have speculated that we may not see a full-fledged Moon map, and we could see, for example, another map, but instead you teleport to the Moon, then Pack-a-Punch, and then you come back to the map. I know that's been a speculation, but obviously I don't think we're going to be seeing a new Zombies map within 2017, so I just think that's a bit unlikely. But yeah, the Pack-a-Punch was indeed present within the Moon, so again, it's just even more hints towards the fact that we may be seeing a Moon remake. Another teaser towards a Moon remake for Black Ops 3 Zombies is the fact that prior to Black Ops 3 releasing, Treyarch did in fact post an image of the wave gun, a prop, which was obviously used within the original Resurrection live action trailer, the Zombie Labs trailer that we got, and they said that this prop is going to be featured within a future live action trailer. Again, it's just more evidence that we will indeed be seeing the wave gun returning within Black Ops 3 Zombies, and we would be seeing a live action trailer for said Moon remake. The next piece of evidence that we have in regards to a Moon remake is the fact that, weirdly enough, Samantha's Lullaby, which is obviously the loading screen music, has indeed been featured within every single Black Ops 3 Zombies map, including the Origins ending cutscene. Again, this is just even more teasers by Treyarch in regards to a Moon remake. Another teaser towards a Moon remake coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies within 2017 is again within the 2015 DICE Summit. Treyarch teased tons and tons of things from the original Moon. They showed specifically Group 935 logos, which were specific to the Moon map, obviously a different variation of the logo, and they showed tons of other things from Moon present within this live stream. Definitely there was a heavy iteration on Moon. Obviously they showed tons of things from a ton of maps, but there was definitely an emphasis on Moon. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the evidence that I have collated in regards to a Moon remake coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies in 2017. So it seems highly likely we will be seeing a Moon remake within the future again, whether it's in the next Treyarch game or whether it's in 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies. It's too early to tell at this moment in time. Personally, I think we will indeed see more maps released in 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies. I know a lot of people may think I'm stupid, but it's just my own personal opinion, and to be quite frank, there is more evidence now that points towards a DLC 5 than points against it. I've made two separate videos, which one goes over all the evidence for a DLC 5, the other one goes over all the evidence against a DLC 5, and if you look at both of those videos, which both of them will be linked down in this video's description, if you watch both of them, you can definitely clearly see there is more evidence towards a DLC 5. Now, once again, it's not saying a DLC 5 is definitely going to happen, it's just evidence, but again, if you watch both of those videos, I think you would be pretty convinced at this point, but I don't want to build false hype, so just take it all with a grain of salt. It's just evidence, not proof. And as you were saying earlier, if we were to see more maps during the course of 2017, aka DLC 5, I think Moon has the highest probability of being remade. I just don't think we're going to see new maps, I think we're going to see remakes. Now, you may be thinking at this point of the video, well, how on earth could we see a Moon remake if obviously the Moon was blown up in the ending of the Der Eisendrache Easter egg? We obviously blew up the Moon to defeat Dr. Groff. Well, I mean, it's very easy to explain how we could still see a Moon remake even if the Moon was blown up. I mean, there's various different ways you can explain as to how we could still see a Moon remake even though the Moon was blown up in the end of the Der Eisendrache Easter egg. one easy option is that the map could be set prior to us blowing up the moon on Der Eisendrache. It could be a prequel to Der Eisendrache, so it would be an easy way to get around the fact that we blew it up. Another easy option to escape the counter argument that we blew up the moon is the fact that it could simply be set in a separate universe to Der Eisendrache. If you're unaware, all of the Black Ops 3 Zombies maps are set within different universes, and we only blew up the moon within the Der Eisendrache universe because obviously within each map we specifically targeted specific 1.0 characters to collect their souls to put within the summoning key. They weren't all from the same universe, and I have proof of this because within Gorod Krovi, within the monitors, within the dragon testing lab where obviously you collect the egg for the Gauntlet of Siegfried, well, if you come over to the monitors you can see some live broadcasts on Gorod Krovi coming from Moon, and if you notice closely they do look like they could indeed be re-renders, which again suggests we could be seeing Moon map. But not only that, the fact that it shows Moon within these monitors shows that the moon is still present within the Gorod Krovi universe. Again, more evidence towards a Moon remake, because although we blew up the moon within Der Eisendrache, it's still present within the other universes, and that means Dr. Groff is still alive within the Gorod Krovi universe as well. So an easy explanation as to why there could be a Moon remake is it could simply be set in another alternative universe to the Der Eisendrache universe, because there's an infinite amount of multi-universes within the Black Ops 3 Zombies, or just the overall zombie storyline. Now, if we were to see a Moon remake, I'm not sure what it would be like. I'm not sure what it would be like storyline wise. I mean, we really don't know at this point in time. As he said, it may not even be a remake, it could be an entirely new map set on the moon. As for which characters we could be playing as well, I honestly have no idea. We could be playing as the Origins crew, because obviously at the end of the Revelations Easter egg, we simply restarted the cycle since we just reverted back to Primus. Dr. Monty sent us back to our Primus format, and obviously we're going to carry out the entire Black Ops 3 Zombies storyline once again in a reoccurring cycle, unless we were to break the cycle within Mob of the Dead. So I'm not sure where the storyline would continue there on out. And obviously the last time we saw our original characters was within Moon, the last map on Black Ops, and then obviously we got the Transit crew, and then we returned as the Origins crew within Origins. So the last time we saw the Moon crew was indeed within Moon. So let's say we were to restart the cycle at some point, whether that was done within Mob of the Dead, because I know some people would argue that we broke the cycle by Weasel killing our other characters, which then prevents Richtofen going ahead and getting the other characters' blood vials from Mob of the Dead, which would then stop us from restarting the cycle. So some people argue that Mob of the Dead not only stopped the cycle that obviously the Mob of the Dead characters were in, because obviously if the characters were to kill the Weasel on Mob of the Dead, it would restart the cycle, and some people argue that by the Weasel killing the other characters, not only does it stop the cycle within Mob of the Dead, but it stops the cycle for the Primus cycle as well. And if that were to be the case, then that would explain perfectly how we could take forth within a Moon remake, because it could revert the storyline back to the original storyline from World at War through to Black Ops, and we may continue the storyline there on out. So we may indeed play as our original characters within Moon. I think that would be awesome, but obviously I have no idea. As to why we would see a Moon remake in terms of the storyline, we really don't have any idea. It's honestly too early to speculate, because as he said, we could see maps released before the Moon remake, because we may see it in the next Treyarch title, or we may see it within 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies. If so, we could see maps released before then, which would set up the storyline for said Moon remake, unless we were to get, let's say, 4 remakes released as one map pack, like we did within Resurrection for Black Ops 1. I honestly don't know what the storyline would be, because I don't know what the significance would be of going to the moon, but there's too much evidence pointing towards a Moon remake to really counteract that we will be seeing it within the future. We will be seeing a Moon remake within the future. It's just a case of which game it's going to be in. If you've come to this point in the video, leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Do you think we're going to be seeing a Moon remake within 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies, aka a DLC 5 or something like that, or do you think we're going to see it within the next Treyarch title? It'll be interesting to hear your thoughts. I definitely think it's going to be one or the other. Treyarch have given us too much teasers to really do otherwise, really. There has to be a reason for them to give us as much teasers as they have done. Now, another argument that suggests we could be seeing a Moon remake, even though the moon was blown up at the end of the Der Eisendrache Easter egg, is that in terms of physics, the moon should actually recollate back together after we blew it up, because when we blew up the moon within Der Eisendrache, we didn't fully disintegrate the moon. The moon was simply split up into chunks. And in terms of physics, gravity should theoretically pull all of those chunks back together to form a new moon. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be the original moon that it was before, as prior to it blowing up, all of the rocks would simply collate back to the center and to reform a moon once again. All of the dust and all of the particles will collate back together and they'll form a center of gravity, which will reform the moon. And I'll be showing some images on screen right now on how on earth that does in fact happen. Because if you're unaware, the moon was originally made, or how how the moon came about, or any moon for that case, is that moons are formed when debris simply forms within space and starts collating over a millennia, in fact billions of years. The dust simply collates and forms a center of gravity, so even though we blew it up, the same thing's going to happen here. The dust and everything like that and all of the rocks will simply collate back into the center and the moon will reform once again. So even though it was blown up, we could see a moon remake within the actual Der Eisendrache universe for that matter, and because the moon wasn't fully destroyed and it wasn't fully disintegrated, it would still take quite a long time for the moon to reform back together, but it wouldn't take as long as it would to originally form. But anyways, this is going to conclude today's video. Leave all of your thoughts on this down in the comment section down below. Again, this is all speculation, this is all just evidence, this is not fact, this is not proof. Let me know as well down in the comment section, do you think we're going to be seeing a DLC 5 for Black Ops 3 Zombies within 2017? If so, do you think we're going to be seeing remakes, or do you think we're going to be seeing new maps, or do you think we're going to be seeing a mix of both? In my own personal opinion, I think we may just see remakes through the course of 2017 that may be released separately, so not as a single map pack, because obviously it won't be part of the season pass. So we may see 4 different remakes released over 2017 for Black Ops 3 Zombies, but they may not be released together. They could be released on their own and you can buy each one separately, or who knows, we could see them released as a full-fledged map pack. Only time will tell. But again, that's just my own idea, that's just my own speculation, none of this is proof. But anyways, thank you for watching the video, make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Black Ops 3 Zombies information. So thank you for watching, and bye.